Have you ever started a budget, felt motivated for a few weeks, and then overspent and thought, well, I failed again? If that's happened to you, I want to show you something that completely changed how I think about budgeting and achieving financial goals. Because most people believe that success looks like this. It's a straight line from where you are today to where you want to be. And that's just not how real life works. And understanding this one concept might be the reason why you finally stick with your financial goals. I'm Heather. I run Loud Budgets. It's a community where women become debt-free and save their first $100,000. And I'm going to walk you through one of the lessons inside my community, inside this Smart Money Moves course here. And this is called your budgeting journey. And if you've ever struggled with consistency, this is for you. So, this is how most of us think achieving a financial goal is supposed to work. You create a budget, you follow the budget, you save money, you reach your goal. And it's simple. And we imagine this smooth upward path, no setbacks, no mistakes, no unexpected expenses, no emotional spending, no life actually happening. But then reality shows up. The car breaks down, a child gets sick, you overspend on Amazon, you eat out more than you planned, and suddenly you think, oh, I'm terrible with money, I have no discipline, I'll never get this figured out. The problem isn't that you failed. The problem is actually that your expectations were unrealistic. Now, let's take a look at this. This is what achieving your financial goals actually looks like. You start, you create a budget, you save, you make progress, and then you blow your budget. And here's where most people quit. They think the mistake erased all this progress that they made, but successful people do something different. They get back up, they learn what happened, they adjust their approach, and they try again, and then they make more progress. And that's just the cycle. Progress, setback, adjustment, progress, setback, adjustment, progress. And the people who become debt-free aren't perfect. The people who save their first emergency fund aren't perfect. The people who build wealth are not perfect. They simply keep going after they mess up, and they understand that one bad month doesn't define their future. I started off with $140,000 of debt. I paid off that debt and I built my wealth to multiple millions. And I still am not perfect with my budget. It looks like this picture. But what you see here is that the starting point is at the bottom and you're achieving your goals at the top. And so setbacks are a normal and realistic part of the process. So how do we actually handle these setbacks? I have two takeaways for you. The first one is to give yourself grace, okay? So many people are trying to be perfect with money, but perfection is actually slowing them down. Think about it. If you miss one workout, you don't suddenly become unhealthy. If you eat one unhealthy meal, you don't suddenly destroy your health. If you overspend 1 month, you haven't ruined your finances. The goal is not perfection. The goal is making progress is often 2 steps forward and 1 step back. But even with that setback, you're still moving forward, and that's what matters. You really need to give yourself grace. The second takeaway is knowing your why. So why do you want to get out of debt? Why do you want to build an emergency fund? Why do you want to build wealth? Because your why becomes the reason you get back up when things don't go perfectly. For some people, it's financial peace. For others, it's buying a home. For others, it's giving their kids a better future. And for some, it's finally ending that paycheck to paycheck stressful life cycle living. So your goals become more powerful when they're connected to something meaningful that matters to you. Because when motivation disappears, which it definitely will, purpose is what is going to keep you moving through this flow here. And I mentioned I paid off $140,000 of debt. My husband and I had that when we met after college with a ton of student loans. And there were months when everything didn't go according to plan. There were setbacks, there were unexpected expenses, there were changes in priorities. But what mattered wasn't being perfect. What matters was continuing to move forward. And that's exactly what I want for you. So if you've blown your budget recently, or you've fallen behind on a financial goal, or if you've made mistakes with your money, stop beating yourself up about it. Give yourself grace. Adjust your plan and keep going, because financial success does not actually look like this. Okay, it's a journey, and every time you get back up, you're going to get 1 step closer to your goal than you were before. So if you are working on achieving your financial goals, I really want to invite you to join my community, Loud Budgets. We have over 1,000 women that are becoming debt free and saving their first $100,000. The link is in the description below. And I just have so many amazing resources for you inside Loud Budgets to really help you build on momentum for your goals. And we even have amazing monthly challenges and just a really vibrant community of women that are working toward their financial goals. So I invite you to click the link and join us on school.